more than 3,500 concerts through 50 countries. Yes, and just an amazing person. He played in the United States Marine Band for 4 years. He's also on our board of directors for WIBIC, which is an event we run up in Seattle. He's also guest solo with us at the American Band College as well. So please welcome Patrick Sheridan.
Teenagers, so this tone of voice might be familiar to you. You don't want that tone of voice, all right? I like that tone of voice. I miss my kids. They're in their 20s now. I hardly ever get to use that tone of voice. Thank you. I am delighted to be here with you today to play some music for you on an instrument that I never chose to play. When I was a little kid, they called everybody down in alphabetical order to see what instrument they wanted to play. And from kindergarten all the way through 3rd grade, I saw a drum set player, and all I wanted to do was play drums. In fact, the first day I saw somebody play drum set, I went to the band director at the school, who wouldn't be my band director for another 4 years, and said, "Oh, I need to get in the band now." And he goes, "What for?" And I was like, "Did you see how the girls in the gym reacted after the drum solo?" He was like, "You can't be in the band yet. You're in kindergarten. You don't have any drumsticks." And I was like, "I'll be right back." And I went outside and I broke 2 branches off a tree. This is a true story. And I came back in, he goes, "Those aren't professional sticks." And I said, "What would it say on a professional drumstick, Mr. Baldrica?" And I knew his name because he was my guy at the lunch. So every time I went to lunch, he was the proctor at lunch for the next 4 years. That'll come in handy later. So he said, "Well, I have to say Vic Firth, who's a famous percussionist, was in the Boston Symphony, had a huge drumstick company." And I was like, "Cool, do you have a pen?" "Yeah, sure. Okay, give it to me." V-I-C. Cool. How do you spell Firth? And he's like, F-I-R-T-H. I wrote it on. I was like, "See, there you go. Professional sticks." And he goes, "Well, you have to play the piano first." I was like, "I want to take piano lessons." "Go ahead, Mr. Baldrica. Come on, give me one more reason I can't be in your band right now." And so every day at lunch, for the next 4 years, "Mr. Baldrica, I got to get in the band. I got my drumsticks right here. I've been practicing on a pillow. I've been doing the thing. I got a single stroke roll. I can do all this stuff." And he's like, "Yeah, great." So then I get to the alphabetical order. My last name begins with an S. By the time I got down to band, people that teach beginning band, they had 11 drummers already. Because 12's too many? Give me a break. Right? Somebody who teaches beginning band. So I was like, "How come I can't be in band?" They're like, "Nah, I'm sorry, it's just 11. That's it, that's the limit." So I went and played every other instrument. I could make no sound on anything until I came to the sousaphone, which I'll play for you later on the very last piece of the concert. It's like this, except it's dirtier, and you can usually find something to eat in the bell. I will play eventually this evening, okay? And so it was like, that's the only, so he's like, "Okay, sit in the chair, and here's a low B flat," and I played a low B flat, and he's like, "You're a tuba player," and I was like, "No!" So 3rd grade's been interesting. I'm looking forward to 4th grade in the fall. So I've been playing the tuba for a really long time. I didn't choose it, my last name chose it. And my band director was very smart. He made sure that by the end of the very first semester that I played, that I had a solo with the band, and that he introduced me as a tuba player for the band to melody. Well, what he didn't know was that I was a fan of the movies, and that my father worked for 3M. And so we had a video machine in our house, videotaping reruns of television shows in the 1970s. The VCR was bigger than the tuba, actually. It was gigantic. But we were recording shows off of the television before anybody could buy, before you even knew that you could buy a VCR. Children of the 80s, 90s, people of the last 15 years, Google Images will help you with what a VCR is. Go find it. So my father recorded a show one night. I got up the next day and he's like, hey, we're going to have movie day at home today. And I was like, wow, how do you do that? He's like, well, it's a video recorder, it's magnetic media, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. And he sat down, he pushed play, and he had recorded the very first time on rerun television, that Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory had run on television. And I had already been watching shows like High Anxiety, Blazing Saddles, Laugh-In. So I knew who Gene Wilder was already. And I love Gene Wilder. And then I got to hear him sing in this movie, and I was completely taken with it. In fact, it became my favorite song. In fact, when I really actually started to learn how to play this a couple weeks ago on my YouTube entertainment course that I bought for myself to learn how to play the tuba for this concert. I'm not playing today, Scott. I'm just talking. I really got into this was the piece of music that I played. And then I really got into Gene Wilder and was just a fan of his for forever. And then I found out when he had his favorite piece of music was another one of my favorite pieces of music, which is Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So he sang Pure Imagination in this movie that was written, the music was written for the movie. And I fell in love with it, was listening to it for years before anybody could even see it or hear it again, because it was in our house on a video player. And then I found out that his favorite version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow was one by Ella Fitzgerald that she sang, and that what his family played for him when he was passing away was that recording. So it was just too easy to take Pure Imagination and put it together with Somewhere Over the Rainbow for one of my favorite people on the planet, Gene Wilder. So we hope you like this. This is called Imagine Rainbows.